Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Hope you're having a great start to a new week. Shout out to the 19 cousins. Please, if you haven't done so yet, smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to like and comment. It really does help out so much. But let's dig in. We've got a little Indiana Fever drama, but it is drama related to the future of the team. And I will say this first before we even dig into it. Please, WNBA, I've said this numerous times, in the off season, get a whole lot of media training. Make it mandatory for all of your players and not just media training in terms of answering questions in press conferences and so forth, but maybe a little social media training as well. That might help. So we have Nalyssa Smith for the Indiana Fever. We know we've had drama with her all season long. She's been very, very inconsistent in her play. She's been very up and down. There have been a lot of talk about her, and hinted at by her as well, that she wants out of Indiana. And a lot of people question her effort when she's having bad games, when she's missing layups, her terrible defense. People are wondering if that is just because she doesn't care or she's sabotaging the team. And then, of course, you have her relationship with Dijon, the mustard Carrington, who has been absolutely, I mean, the things that she has said and posted are disgusting, right? Absolutely disgusting. And, and it adds to the question marks surrounding Nalyssa Smith and who she really is she really good for this team? What's it like in the locker room? Are there problems? And then we had this, as this person says, Indiana need to surround Caitlin Clark with teammates that are willing to be role players. Nalyssa Smith is delusional and thinks an offense should be run around her. Release her. Let her be a cancer in some other organization. And that is the key. Nalyssa Smith, now, okay, we'll get to this first, and I want to follow up on that about how important that is. Of course, the mustard has causes problems. See what happens when my girl gets some touches, because if you notice early in that game, she got a few touches, she made some buckets. I think she's a terrible shooter. I mean, is not somebody you want posting up, but she does look. She does have talent. She was a high draft pick in 22 for a reason. And of course, Nalyssa Smith has to put "fun while it lasted," babe, which got a lot of people questioning what's that about. And look, here's the thing. I want to go back up to the problem in the organization. When you can't trust a teammate, that is a huge, huge problem. And they've put up a great front, but I do have to wonder how much these other players trust Nalyssa Smith. That is a huge problem. And look, she is talented. We can talk about the fact that she's not having a good season, that she's very inconsistent, she doesn't play defense, but she was drafted high for a reason. Yet, could she go to another team and become an all-star? Yeah, she could. She has that. However, that's where we go into addition by subtraction. It may be a win-win for both. Nalyssa Smith will be better off somewhere else, but the Indiana Fever will be better off by having Nalyssa Smith gone. And this isn't the first time. It's just quick reminder. I'm not gonna go in and share her some of the absolutely ridiculously horrific tweets that Carrington has put out there. So we'll just go to this nonsense. Yeah, remember that? Now, girl, girls, girls, what are you doing? I was gonna say, girls, did you see that? But everyone, did you see that? Watch Caitlin Clark. We're gonna play it again because what she's supposedly mocking is not people who suffer from seizures, right? Because that would be terrible. And someone with all the wonderful things Carrington has tweeted out, she would never do that. But do you see Caitlin Clark flopping in this, or does Caitlin Clark just take the bump and continue to play? She doesn't even ask for a foul. She just continues to play. And then you get this. And that is Nalyssa Smith's lovely, significant other. We've got some stuff down here. I had high hopes for her because I really like her, but it was obvious she wasn't happy when her GF freely expresses her hate for anything fever. Her brother is awesome too, so it sucks. Yeah, her brother seems like a super cool guy. She lets her GF talk crap about the fever all year long. It's just effed up. Do that in private. She can go, and I hope she does. That's not a true teammate. We won, and she's being selfish. I mean, and it kind of goes on and on, and that's the other point is this does not need to be here. You are a professional athlete. This does not. Your team is gearing up for a run in the playoffs, and you're putting this stuff on here. Absolutely ridiculous. And I think you had this. Oh yeah, someone said Nalyssa's confidence is down bad since being in a relationship with that girl. She says, mind you, have been together since 2022. And then the first post is, you've been asked since 2022. And look, there are still some people begging, shout out Logo 3 Army. I appreciate what you're trying to do. Uh, but yeah, you've been handed a huge opportunity. We absolutely know you can be great. You just have to decide if you're going to take advantage of this opportunity that has fallen into your lap. It's not too late to start showing the world what you're capable of. You got this. Personally, I think that's fallen on deaf ears. I think the situation is over. I think they just have to deal with Nalyssa Smith, and the future is going to be without her. They have to deal with her for the rest of the season, make the best of it, and the future is without her. You've seen her minutes decline. As some people say, I don't know if it's in here, but yeah, maybe your girlfriend can teach you a thing or two about lockdown defense. Is this counting or not counting breaks? I don't know if someone mentions it. Oh, yeah, log off list of the playoffs are up next. The drama is not needed. 100%. 100% on that. And then the other thing is, if you remember, because it happened a few times, people were really harping at the beginning of the season on Caitlin Clark's so horrible on defense because she was being taken out in offense defense situations, which isn't rare, by the way. It happens to a bunch of players. Um, Nalyssa Smith can't be in the game in the fourth quarter when it's close because she can't make free throws. And by the way, just for those who say she's got to get in the gym and shoot more free throws and shoot more free throws, yeah, 100% agree. But she's never going to significantly change her free throw percentage until she changes her shot. Her shot is terrible. It's terrible form. The fact I don't understand how players can get all the way to the top of the sport and fundamentally not be able to shoot. I don't mean make a lot of shots. I mean fundamentally not be able to shoot. Nalyssa Smith's shot fundamentally suffers. She got that ball way too far back behind her head. Again, it's what I said about Angel Reese. Angel Reese technically, fundamentally can't shoot. It's fan. It's I was going to say fantastic, but it's fascinating that these players can get these far without coaches whoever fixed that. By the way, to this point too, I think is important because this has been something that's gone back for a while. Golden State Valkyries GM weighs in on WNBA expansion draft, hiring a head coach. And this is what a lot of people are talking about. Nalyssa Smith may be gone because you are going to have an expansion draft. Now, we don't know how many players can be protected, which is what I want to get to. If I think it's in here somewhere. Yeah, okay, here it is. In the Dreams inaugural season, where is it? There it is. In 2008, and this is about the Dream, but each WNBA team could protect up to 6 players, allowing the Dream to select one unprotected player from each team. So you would only lose one player, but I got to tell you, that's shocking that you can only protect half your roster. So a lot of teams would be at risk of losing key players. I mean, who would the let's look at the Fever. Who would they protect if they're bringing back Kelsey because they can protect her? Let's say Caitlin, Kelsey, Alyssa. I mean, Aaliyah, Lexi, Temi. That's 5. I don't know who their 6 would be, but I can see them not protecting Nalyssa Smith, and she goes to Golden State. So it seems to me that we're at that point without truly knowing what's going on behind the scenes, that this final stretch of games here is it for Nalyssa Smith. She will be gone next season, whether she's cut, traded, unprotected, and taken by Golden State. I don't know, but I don't believe Nalyssa Smith will be back, and I think the Fever will be better off. I think Nalyssa Smith will be better off. So it'll be a win-win for both. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below about just the whole ridiculousness of some of these players. And look, you get random people saying dumb stuff. It's Twitter, not real life. Players just stay stay away. Look, I appreciate, like, I've seen think Erica Wheeler's pretty active, but she doesn't seem to get herself involved in drama. She's like we see in games, and she'll get out there and she'll post positive stuff, and she'll respond to people saying positive stuff, and it's great. And completely different direction, but I will leave with this just because I want to get it out there again. From what I saw early in the season, not knowing anything about Erica Wheeler, the person, I didn't like what I saw on the court. And now, as I've learned more, I think that the not passing to Caitlin Clark, from what I saw, is just a whole issue with not having played with Caitlin, not understanding how she plays the game. Wheeler trying to run the offense that Coach Sides unfortunately wanted. But everything that I've seen and learned about Erica Wheeler going forward, I have nothing but positive things to say about her. Great teammate, great role model. If she decides to retire, I'm not saying she is. I mean, she's 33. She can play somewhere. Someone could use a backup point guard. But if she does decide to retire, I think the Fever should keep her on staff as a coach or whatever type of position they can give her, and keep her around this young team, and that would be really good for them. But I'm going to leave it there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below on Nalyssa Smith's performance, whether you want her back or not. Will she be back? What you think of the whole social media nonsense. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I really do appreciate it, and I will talk to you later.